Today, we have the top 100 strikers in FIFA, which means we gotta bring out the tiers. I'm gonna call this Back to the Basics. This is a classic on the channel. Beautiful people, what's happening? My name is Mike LaBelle. Welcome to the tiers. We have Elite Division, Rank 1, Qualified, the Middies, and the Pine, which means you're sitting on the bench. You don't wanna be there. 100 players, they must be able to be a striker naturally. You have to be able to convert them into a striker to be qualified for this list. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. These are 100 players. Drop a like on the video. Go get your popcorn. Adama Traore. I really enjoy this foot item. I killed it throughout one of the weekend leagues, so I got to give him some props off the rip. Al Ryan. There's no denying. He's at the pro level. How can he not be elite? Pato. Woo. Early Pine. And these players might move a little bit. I wanted Pato to work. He just didn't. Fadi doesn't move me. I'm going to start him in qualified. Arnautovic joining the Pine. Aubameyang, Sweatfest. Still don't think he gets above qualified. Very particular player if you want to have an exceptional delivery or game plan. Ben Yedder the Rat, also known as Splinter, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Confident in the rank 1. I did score a lot of goals. I've got to say as a disclaimer, he might move and groove, convince us otherwise. Kareem, the Dream, brand new Team of the Year, Ballon d'Or holders. Got to go elite off the rip. I'd like to see how many pros start to potentially use him. Birdcamp, I want him to be better. Out of respect, qualified is where we're going. The Swede, Butragueno, special guy, gets busy. Cahill, that does not look like the right card design. I'm throwing him into the middies. I prefer him as a center mid, transparently. Cantona is especial. I actually like him in the elite squadron. He's always a leader, captains the ship. Correa, pretty phenomenal. If you've used that item, then you know. Crespo, big steps down. I don't even know if he's qualified. Middies, Peter Crouch, love a robot. You might have used him okay with some level of conviction at the start of the year, but not now. Johan Cruyff Turnin, Elite Division for sure. King Kenny, more of a prince. He's been downgraded. It just doesn't work the same way. I actually gonna have him joining Crespo in the middies, an overpriced mid-level striker. Dan Juma, got a lot of respect for him because early on, he was what I needed him to be. David, the Canadian, always gives me that burner. I still think the middies is where I feel most comfortable. Dzeko, underrated as can be, qualified, put him into a weekend league. Del Piero was a strange one because yours truly, I liked the baby version, but I still felt more of you would prefer the prime. I'm gonna give him a qualified position, but it limits you because he doesn't have that burner. Dembele, that is most definitely the wrong design. Again, that should be a winner wild card. I actually enjoyed Dempsey. I'm going to put him into the middies. Sorry, Crouch, he's not joining you. Depay doesn't do enough. Di Natale, unfortunately, isn't where he should be. I've got him at qualified. I want him to be stellar, fantastic, insert a superlative, brilliant, amazing. Something is just missing this year. Diaby, that's an inform, but apparently a hero inform. Ignore some of these designs. This is what happens when I do Photoshop. Landon Donovan, very much so enjoyed using him. Gonna give him one of those overpowered qualifications. Drogba will make a difference for you, and if you know how to use them, you can maximize them. Dybala, I didn't enjoy it. I really didn't. I actually think this is gonna be an 89 that I put on the Pine. I just couldn't get with what he was trying to accomplish on the virtual pitch. Samuel Eto'o, without a doubt, rank 1. I enjoy what kind of presence he has for those counterattacks. It's undeniable. Eusebio, Elite Division, that has not shifted, at least not for me. João Felix, I actually feel that he's moved up. He'd be a rank 1 competitor. The same with Forlan, who is chef's kiss. Gakpo, again, not the right design. I don't know what it is. I want him to be qualified, but I haven't really got a lot out of him. David Ginola, still rank 1, but he isn't as overpowered or as strong as we've seen in previous FIFAs. Maybe one more upgrade or some sort of special item gets that additional bump and he's back in the business. Mario Gomez, just doesn't fit the game that well. Govu, I'm going to give him a qualification. I actually feel that he's somewhat overpowered. This Griezmann, I've had quite the relationship with. I really am leaning towards him getting into a rank 1. Ruud Gullit, brand new item. I don't care. Even if you're playing him up top or a winger, center mid, holding mid, whatever it may be. Elite all day. This Haaland's caused too many problems. If you know how to use, you will abuse with that Haaland. And I think he's likely to get the 12th man. Kai Havertz was fantastic when I used him. Tempted to actually push him up to rank 1. Thierry Henry still doesn't have the juice. Not yet. I wish that he did. This Hernandez feels weird to me. I'm just throwing it out there. I know that you could play him as a striker. I see the statistical alignment. I'm going to leave him at qualified for now, but that might be generous. Hernandez, the Mexican international, middies. Ibrahimovic, we really didn't see him in this elite level, but I want him to be there, and I have a bias. Jarzinho, you don't usually see him played as a striker. It's more on that wing approach, but still undeniable what he can accomplish, what he has accomplished. James, I like even less than Hernandez. So if you're going to go for some sort of attacking option, that's the reality. Gabby, Jesus, I'll put him in qualified. I still feel, again, with the agility, some of the side to side, I always score goals. His positioning's there. I wish him a recovery from the injuries. Harry Kane, can't get with the program. Sorry, Harry. Kane's going to be qualified. I'm leaning towards pushing him actually to rank 1. I'm going to give him the nod. I'm going to give him the nod. That was an expensive item, but this is not about value. This is just about ability. Clivert, I think I'm going to give him just a nod over Crespo, but it is what it is. Lacazette didn't do it for me. I see the stats. I can read those off. Loudrip, he's almost in here as a troll. Don't like him at all. Lewandowski, he's an interesting player. Maybe there's a bias here. I'm going to give him qualified, but you got to get him into the right positions. Lineker's not that easy for yours truly to put into motion. This is my list, so he's going into the middies. Mbappe immediately into the elite division. Not a shocker. It shouldn't be, at least. Messi with the World Cup edition. Happy for Messi to be able to reach that accomplishment, of course, to the elite division as well. Mitrovic, yeah, he's going to join the Pine. Moeller, I never see put into teams. I still think he deserves a qualification as a role, but I just do not go up against him. This Morientes is actually rank 1 for me all day, every day. Muriel, that's supposed to be an inform. I don't know what happened here. I don't know what happened. Same thing with Nunez. Nunez got to be qualified, but apparently he's also became a hero. We've got Nkunku, I really enjoy using, but I just can't bring him to rank 1. You know what? I've actually used Nkunku, this version in particular, more as a center mid or box-to-box mid, and he's been pretty impactful in that manner, so I prefer him in that type of role. He's got some versatility. We're going to give him the nod, and he's going to join the rank 1. JJ is really gifted and talented this year. The best year that Mr. JJ has ever had. Origi is going to be a love-hate depending who you talk to. Papin, I don't know if he does enough for me. I don't think he moves the needle. Payet with the Christmas hat. The man is providing a lot of assists, plenty of presence. I think I'm actually going to lead him all the way up to rank 1. I've really enjoyed using him. Pele, straight to the elite. May you rest in peace. Puskas, got to be rank 1. I wish that he was a little more complete. Quagliarella, I wanted to love him, but he is going straight to the Pine. Rafael Leao, I think Leao has to go rank 1. Reminds me of Cristiano Ronaldo in many ways, if we're talking FIFA at least. Raul, we're going to put him qualified. Rashford, not going to be cheap. I actually think we're going to get a bigger upgrade here. I'm going to bump Rashford into rank 1. Marco Reus, my first instinct says middies. Franck Ribéry, highly regarded. Richarlison, might be a little biased, but I like him. Qualified. Rivaldo, never. He's just not a good icon. Cristiano, I still have him rank 1. I mean, players are catching up. He's definitely not as quick as he once was, but I'm still scoring so many damn goals with Ronaldo. R9, straight to the top. Easy to argue that he would be the best of the best when it comes to the elite division. Rush, not good. Salah might do enough. There is a certain level of explosiveness that I notice when using him, even though I've always felt that I find myself being a little more predictable. Sancho, I actually don't think he's going to get any extra helpings here. We're not going for seconds. My first instinct says middies, so middies it is. Shevchenko, sadly, is in that same category. You don't see him in rotation for a reason. Danny Aarons would probably be unhappy with this choice. Perhaps where he's going, I could bump him to middies. You know what, Danny, I'll give you the middies. Smaller rec I really enjoy using. Would recommend. He's going to go up into that rank 1. Hey, Mr. Sanchez. But he's going straight to rank 1, and that's a place that he's never been. Sorloth, Alexander the Great. Got to go qualified. Stoichkov, rank 1. And another one of those icons that doesn't get the love, doesn't get talked about, really goes under the radar. Suarez has not moved me in a way that I feel that he's making a case for anything above qualified. Talisca, I want him to be better. We're going to the middies. Some of you might even argue for the Pine, but we have a certain type of relationship. Torres, El Nino. It's wild that I got to see his complete career. I actually think I'm going to give him the nod. I like Torres this year. I think that he gives you certain access points, certain deliverables, and he'll push himself into rank 1. Schuker, another underrated icon. If you want to try out someone new, would recommend it. Sadly, Van Basten is a negative interruption. I really got to put him on the pine. I don't even think he gets into the middies. He's just so anti-meta. The same with Ruud Van Nistelrooy. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Van Persie, though, qualification. I don't know if I can justify completely the rank 1 scenario, but his enjoyability on the virtual pitch, it's high. Voller, pretty dangerous this year. Feeling the push. I'm going to give him that little bit of a bump. That is nowhere near what that item looks like. This looks like a combo item. I don't know what I built here with Weah Jr. as the American. I enjoyed using him. I'll put him into the middies. Ian Wright, got a lot of love for him. Wonderful individual. I've met him now multiple times and just a class person. Somebody you want to be around. Absolute vibe. In FIFA, you might ask for more. And then Zola, always an underrated icon if you're looking to make something happen. Those are my placements. Make sure to let me know if you agree or you disagree. There could be a lot of movement. We covered 100 players. That is not a misspeak or a typo anywhere on screen. And as always, I have a lot more content coming out ASAP. ASAP, if you want more of the series, you already know what to do. Interact with it, engage with it. And I appreciate all of you. Have a wonderful day.